Day now. All right. Well, like I said, man, it is what it is at this point. Like I said, I got to try to do whatever I can, get by in the meanwhile, try to figure it out. It is absolutely ridiculous. And like I said, it's just crazy with the level of fame and notoriety that I have. I'm notorious and infamous. And with that level of fame, right? There we go. He was filming. With that level of fame, you just would think it would be a little easier to get a little bit of support. You know what I mean? Like right now, homeboy's going by and he's filming. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. Meanwhile, folks could make some sense. You know what I mean? And like I said, I mean, I don't know. Number one, all y'all just have weird, bad timing. That's number one. Number two, like I said, none of you seem to understand or pay attention to what's really going on, which is weird, right? Since it's like a public issue. But that's society for you. Here comes Fido. Ah, he looks super happy. Super excited. Pants. He's panting. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't have a choice, man. I got to keep on showing up and showing out. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for God to show up and show out for me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I never doubt God, man. But it's just been impossible right now. So I don't know. It is what it is. As far as a test of my faith, what people don't understand how long I've been going through all this. I mean, come on, dude. The whole time I've been Batman, I've gone through a million different struggles and challenges, but my whole thing with people is just I realized how people work and how they think. And I basically study human behavior. And I just don't see the point in me dealing with it if I don't have to. I don't see the point in me putting myself in a compromised position with folks if I don't have to. You know, like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know how to get in touch with that church thing. And, I've already said everything I said and feel the way I feel and I stand on it, you know. So it is what it is. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like if folks weren't so jealous, I feel like it could maybe work out. But that's the thing. Like, if I had that to like lean back on right now, it would have helped maybe. Because then I could have just gone and did that, gotten my check, got my money. I don't know what stage of time they're in, man. I don't know if they already went to Austin, what they go to different places. Would have been kind of cool to go all the way to Florida. But that's the thing too. It's just a tough thing for me, man. You're going real far. You're going way out there with people you barely know. You don't trust them. That's the issue. Kentucky it was weird. It was crazy, but it was also a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And I just think it's weird how these folks try to repeat the words I say, like, yeah, nah, brother, nothing happened because I was paying attention to everything. You understand? That's why I moved the way I moved. That's exactly why. That's why I do things the way I do them. But I don't know. I felt like I ate a lot of good food out there. I'm dealing with my allergies better. I taught my body how to take in a lot of stuff. The last thing will be trying to get back where I can take in like crab and seafood. I can do fish, I can do shrimp. I shouldn't have any issue. Fish, maybe a little bit, some of it, depending where it's from and how they handle it. But I mean, I eat tuna, I'll eat salmon. Uh, Pretty positive I can do shrimp. Um, but I want to get where I can do like crab too. And I mean, I've done it before. It just usually takes me like being away from here for like a year or more, and then all that stuff goes away because it's something that's being set off. You know what I mean? By something I'm exposed to, but and from past injuries. But I can pretty much take in any fruit now, which is good. So yeah, it would be that, and then I guess like certain like things like maybe like walnuts. I wanted to try like pistachios. I don't even understand what those are. I've never ate them. Um, and I don't know if I'd react to them or not or what. But in time, maybe when I'm with Christina and I got access, goes to never mind. They did. I got access to like everything I need. Maybe we'll try it, and she can help me if I need help. See how I do with it. The biggest thing would be the seafood though, like crab. I used to eat like crab dip occasionally. Uh, I used to love it for a time being. I'd go to Joe's Crab Shack in San Antonio, right there on the Riverwalk. That's where I want to take Christina, and I'd eat it over there, and I wouldn't have an issue. But like I said, it just depends on kind of what time it is, and I don't know. But I'm gonna have to get looked at probably and checked out, and they're gonna have to give me what I need just in case, and then I'll just try to start trying different things that I haven't done and see how I handle it. But it's pretty scary. I don't know. Or I could just not take my chances and play it safe. But I kind of miss crab, man. Crab is pretty good. Them dips, they're pretty all right. I know at Dave and Buster's, I was having issues again when I was eating it, like major issues. But I tried it and I got through it. It just took a time for it to wear off. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain because mine aren't normal. It comes from stuff I've been through physically. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's not complicated. We just need folks from the public, please contribute, show your support. It's just crazy how I give all these people the channel and then they hear me and they got support systems. That's the only thing I just don't understand. If you have it, you should be generous. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know what folks are talking about. They're not making any sense. They're just jealous of me because I worked hard my entire life. I worked since I was 16. I'm about to be 36. That's 20 years. Okay. Of hard work being on my own. I've been on my own since 16. Like, yeah, I think I deserve a break. I think it's pretty smart to pick up all the pieces and have everything connect together and be rich as hell in equity and then make a living on here, right? Off donations and the crowd's funds. Yeah, what's wrong with that? But y'all are doing a GoFundMe for every little thing that happens to you, and I haven't released one GoFundMe yet, but I plan to. I'm going to do that too at some point when I have time. Right now, I'm trying to stick with this, and I work hard for every dime I make, like I always have. Folks are trying to say something to me, but you don't get I've carried every company in my back. Who are you talking to, bro? I'm a boss. You serious? You see, they want to get on there. They want to fake it till they make it. They want to talk like they me and copy me, and they don't even have their own personality. And you just don't get. You can't fake this stuff, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. You didn't do all the bar backing and all the security jobs I did, right? There's another one, another broke fool. All of them are peasants. They all in their feelings. But yeah, you didn't do all the security I did for over 7, 8 years. All the bar backing, wall dealing with these people on here, right? You didn't have to keep getting a better job and higher pay. You don't know what it's like. don't make me your competition because you can't compete with me. You know what I mean? You don't know what it's like to buy and sell a 50-acre property. Okay, for $100,000 cash like it ain't nothing. You'll never know what that's like, right? Right. So what I say to you is the truth about you. What I call you is what you are. Yeah. See the difference? What I have to say is real and I stand on it and I back it up. Right? But like Joe Budden said, but not to him, to anybody. You understand? So that's the whole thing, man, is we got a system of people who they upset and they jealous. These folks sit online like Karens trying to complain about every move I make. Like I said, that's stalking, that's felonies across state lines. You can't do that. My business ain't your business, little homie. We got Karens on here. That's what all y'all are, Karens. The males too, they're Karens too. You understand? We got Karens and Bobs. Real talk, all of them, and all they want to do is sit there and whine. Oh, hey, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Right, like, what? Oh, I want to complain while I'm sitting here and I can't give him any money. Right? And I'm sitting here trying to act some way. Yeah, hell nah, bro. I'm going to do whatever I have to do right in front of your face. We ain't backing down on nothing. No more of that nonsense. No more telling me anything. I'm sick of it. Understand? And like I said, the fact that any of these people entertain that, like, oh man, that's a lot of karma from God. Common sense. God delivers karma on a silver platter, man. You can't be doing that, bro. Trying to keep people from surviving and doing what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do, bro. If you're in the way, move. Yeah, it's that simple. That's what folks don't get. I'm not here to play. I'm here to make it and win. You know what I mean? I'm going to do everything I got to do. You understand? Period. To try to get to where I need to be. That's how I got this far. It's like Wesley Snipes said, how do you think we fund this organization? We're not exactly the March of Dimes. You know? You're not making sense. I've been running a full project. Okay? As Batman. You talk too much. See, when you got people trying to talk like that, can't talk to you, man. You can't do that. You know what I mean? Loose lips sink ships. It's not how it works. You're talking too much. That's how you can tell who's a canary and who isn't. You can tell a canary real quick because they run their mouth too much. Feel me? Y'all are canaries. That's the last thing you want to be, bro. You're a canary. You sing like a canary, bro. Feel me? Like I said, you for sure ain't gangsta and ain't street. Man, these folks irritate. Like every day, like it ain't just common sense. Common sense, morals, respect. They don't have none here. We're talking none of them. Friends and none of you. What's up? Never have been, never will be. Unbelievable, man. It's just common sense. These folks will not look in front of them too. Like, well, what are you doing what you're doing for if you're not gonna look in front of you? Like, it's just common sense, bro. Like I said, if you don't like it, fix the structures you built. Y'all don't do nothing. The city got all this money and all them fake politicians are crooked and they're stealing money. I already know. Y'all are all crooks. I bet you anything that half them folks, all them politicians, all the ones in them corrupt courtrooms, I bet you anything that they all committing embezzlement. I bet anything, bro. You could tell by looking at them. You know what I mean? That's why judges down here did like 70 plus years, like life sentences for taking like $70,000 or something. Like these folks down here ain't ever seen money. Do you know what people would do to have a bank account with 300,000 in this world? These folks want to run their mouth. None of these folks have ever had no money. None of them. They've never seen money like what I've seen. 300,000, that was just one time, bro. Like what? Bro, like I said, I probably climbed up to over $250,000 several times. I've had millions. Literally, I've had millions before. It really ain't that big of a deal to me, but for y'all, that's a lot of money. They never seen anything like that. I'm just telling you the truth. So folks can run their mouth. They can run their mouth. They can say what they want. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I said, at the end of the day, It all comes down to the same phrase, same point. What are you doing with your time? You know what I mean? I'm building a career here. This career, I can get where I'm making $500,000, $1 million doing this. Yes, I can. What do you mean? See, you don't believe that because you don't want to believe in anything that's reality. Look at you. You got everything backwards. It ain't us who's struggling. We just don't talk like that. And there's rules on this network. See, it doesn't make any sense to even have that demeanor. Like, what? Bro, I put whole businesses, whole legal organizations out of business. Y'all have nothing for me, bro. Y'all are just running your mouth. Real talk, all of them. They funny as hell. Like, they really, really, like, I just don't get it. Like, you don't know how to talk, brother? It ain't my fault that y'all jealous. It ain't. I care less. I didn't ask you, man. I didn't ask you how you feel. This ain't about your feelings. Feel me? This is about truth. This is about what's right, right? This is about doing the right thing. Feel me? All that other nonsense, that's for the birds, little homie. Real talk. But like I said, I don't need much, man. I got to have some support from the public. You know what I mean? To me, as far as I'm concerned, the public has picked their side and picked how they want to do things. Like I said, all y'all selfish, man. There's only been a few people that have done anything and tried, and I give them all the credit in the world. I don't forget anything. That was just a few people, right? And what they did, I mean, they tried. It was still small. It wasn't a lot, but they tried. You know what I mean? Some people tried to go out their way. You know, and like I said, the devil stopped them. People stopped them and got in the way. It is what it is. You know, it's just being a human being, man. But I appreciate the people who have been human, and you could just tell they believe in God. To the rest of you, though, I mean, y'all picked your side a long time ago. Y'all rolling with Satan and the devil, no problem. But we don't tolerate Satan in this country. All y'all can leave, straight up. And what's funny is you think I'm joking, but it's gonna get down to the point that that's what all y'all have to do. All y'all are gonna have to leave, man. You're gonna have to go somewhere else. I don't know if it's another country. I don't care where you go, but we ain't gonna tolerate Satan in this country. I'm telling you right now, at all. All these so-called demonic people, Satanists, I got them running from me scared. We run the streets. Feel me? God runs these streets. This is God's country. This is God's streets. That's what fools got to understand. This is a real cause. I got grown men, you know, they love it. Probably reminds them of their childhood. I got grown men stopping, telling me, man, you look so cool. Like, I appreciate the love, but I'm just saying, you know, you grown, you got something going, you working, y'all doing something. A lot of y'all claim to have a lot of money out here. I'm not a hater, man. I want to see everybody do well. I hope y'all do have a lot of money, but I'm just saying, if you claim to have money, if you got money like that, why would you not put it into what I'm doing? That's what I just don't understand. It just goes to show, don't nobody have money out here in the valley. It's a fact. If they had money, prove it. Like, seriously, prove it, bro. I proved it. Every time I had money, I actually stood on business. Like, no, I didn't help the people who were no good. I helped the people who I felt like deserved it. You feel me? But I'm a good person. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I just don't get it. Like, yeah, you may have a lot of money right now. What about when God blesses me? What if he really does? Which I believe he will 100%. That's what these folks don't get. I never talk fake stuff. I never waste people's time. Everything I'm kicking is real, man. God talks to me every day. He said it's coming right around the corner. I don't know. One of the readings said today. I don't get it, but it is what it is. I know I've been waiting long enough. I know that. Like my father told me, if anyone deserves it, it's me. You know, but the thing is, I've done it a million times over. God's been nothing but good to me. Not like Callie Muscle saying, Hollywood's been good to me. You mean Satan? Yeah, he's real good to you. Look at you. You look like a shriveled up prune now, Callie Muscle. You got cloned. That ain't even him. They cloned all these people. I think the rapper The Game they cloned too. Y'all are so boring. That dude made a song talking about Put on my oven mitts. Y'all funny as hell. Like, I'm not saying like it ain't slightly catchy and it ain't okay and it ain't cool, but I'm just saying y'all are grown men, bro, talking about oven mitts. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point you got to be kind of real with yourself. Like, what am I doing here? You know, like the game has had a very suspect past, suspect career. They want to lie for these folks, but they don't get we the real or the real. See, that's why you can't talk to me crazy. They want to try online, but they know they can't. You know, like, yeah, you'll pretend hiding. Like, no, the game, ask him about Rosemo 700. Rosemo 700 owned the game, and some stuff happened between them, real stuff, and the media never went over it and didn't want to cover it. Okay, Rosemo 700 was the truth. You know what I mean? A dude like Rob Wack, he trying to talk when he wants. All these dudes want to change their voice. It's like when TJ was talking. TJ is a homeless dude that sleeps in front of a jewelry store, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, "Why are you talking like that?" Like he's like trying to create a whole new personality and persona and talk like he's real, right? I put one of my videos too on your cousin's page, Jazz, yeah, just so he can see it, right? Eat my success, right? I don't forget nothing, bro. I remember what Jazz said. Jazz is your cousin, right? See, I don't forget nothing, bro. People don't seem to get it. Like I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I know how to get at everybody and anybody. Yeah, Jazz is your cousin, right? Remember when Jazz said, I asked him about you and he said, yeah, he a real, you know what? You ain't a real nothing. Ain't nothing real about you. Ain't nothing real about Jazz. Jazz, you're a low tier security guy. You're not even security. You're a low tier door guy. You work at a bar that was a joke. Ask about me across the street from you. Ask about Soho Lounge, homie. Hold up. These folks funny. Yeah, ask about me at Soho Lounge, homie. Talking about the real security on 6th Street. Y'all remember that one tall dude who he'd have the belt and stuff, and I think he'd have like keychains and stuff, like Tyra, like True Freeman. And he thought he was like the head honcho security guy on 6th Street for a long time. And then he was out there buying you know what? Because he couldn't get girls, couldn't get a woman. This is these dudes, man. These dudes be a joke, bro. They be a whole joke. I remember he came into Soho, he was talking his nonsense, and I tried him and he backed down. I told him what it really was, right? Like, yeah, nah, bro. There's a new boss in town, man. You know, all that stuff you've been kicking for all these years is fake. You ain't nobody. Like, what? Yeah, you a little tall. That's it. You tall and skinny. See, these fools don't know what muscle and strength is. A lot of people be underestimate me. Then they see me in action. They're like, whoa. They're like, what the hell? Like, yeah, because I actually come from that background, Duke. None of you are martial artists, Duke. You think that any of you, I don't care who it is right now in the street, anybody, you think that you could come close to me? You really believe that you could step to me? You're delusional. Any of y'all, I don't care who it is, on any block across this country, coast to coast, I'm the greatest in the world, homeboy. 10 and 0 in my own league, a million and 0 in the street, right? I got to spell it out for you. What you mean? And I do this for a living. I'm past a million and 0 because I done put in a lot of work in the street. That's what Batman do. So at the end of the day, fools be running their mouth, doggy, but all y'all have valid opportunity. Get busy. Quit talking behind a computer. Quit making up stuff and trying to talk down. Quit talking like you're tough. What's your excuse, man? Get yourself a bus ticket, bus pass, whatever, right? Get around me where Batman operates, right? And bring it. Get busy. Y'all ain't doing that, right? Right. Well, there's no need to talk online then. Don't take a cop out in front of me. I don't like seeing cowardice, man. I can't even take that stuff in. That's the whole problem. They want to like keep having me listen to cowardice. Like, bro, what? I'm a real gangster. That's weird. I talk to people who have bravery. And what I realize is all y'all some cowards. Real talk. If any of you think that you could come close to me, You're funny. Like, and that's the thing is that I proved it in front of these folks. The whole time I proved my point. That's why I don't have respect, like, especially in Austin, but none of them because they're all fake. Y'all are all grown men and women, bro. Running around, like I said, they got fake marriages everywhere. Y'all super corny. Y'all be like, everything you do is like, oh, I want someone to be jealous of me. Jealous of what? None of you have anything. None of you succeeded. This is why you never see me with someone around people bragging about nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what people are talking about. You're supposed to act like they don't get it. Y'all be like going out to clubs and stuff in random places. Do you understand that there's none of that out here where I am? It's just not out here. It ain't here. I wouldn't really care if it was. Like, what? I'm gonna waste my time, man. I used to walk by all the clubs in Minneapolis. I didn't waste my time going in them. You think I'm gonna stay out in that kind of weather? Hell no. Nah. I got myself in and got in my little bunk bed or whatever and tried to get some sleep. Went back to work the next day. Worked for the NBA right there. NBA stadium is right there next to the shelter, right downtown. I ran Minneapolis. Yeah, I saw them little homies on the train. They was trying to act like they was tough. They tried it with me a couple of times. Every time I pulled their card. What you mean? I wasn't playing their games with them on the train, and people don't get when you're talking to me, you're talking to like Tom Cruise from Collateral in reality. This other dude, like I said, the Rob Wack want to say, everything I say you want to copy. And that line you just used, that's my line. I just said it. So like I said, these fools want to copy my lines. They want to be me. And then that's what they do. They trolls and they be like, I'm you now and now you're nothing. Like, what? Like, dude, y'all need to really get an identity, man. I can't play these internet games with you no more, man. It's really old, bro. When it's every word you're talking doesn't exist. Like, I'm all right, bro. That's the whole problem is they just don't get like how insane that concept really is. Like how far from reality you all actually are. They got dudes thinking they competing. Okay, so Groovy Jimmy, you think you're competition? Have you ever had a bank account with over 300,000 in it? That's what I thought, bro. You're literally interested in Janet. Do you have eyes? Can you see? Can you see what she looks like? Like what? Like, and it's all fake internet stuff. They'll never meet. It's all fake. Blah blah blah. He's over there. He's over there talking to Rob Wack. Right? What did you say? You said Janet's with a real one. What's real about you? You ain't real. You ran from Batman. You terrified of me, bro. Yeah, you ran from me twice now. What do you mean? Like what? And we offered to do training for you, and you didn't want to do it because you're scared of me. What? Then you issued an illegal statement towards me several times, right? Wrote checks that you can't cash. That's federal indictment, Groovy Jimmy. You're not listening, brother. You're part of the federal indictment. I got to go back and make sure he's on that federal indictment list too on the channel, but I think he is. Yeah, you're looking at a federal indictment, Groovy Jimmy, because of the company you keep. All them people that you chill with, right? What about the bottles that you have in that little Section 8, little rat hole that you're in? What about that? You know those bottles, that's a felony, right? You know that? You know that it carries prison time, what you stated out your own mouth you made within those bottles? Carries prison time, carries a very hefty sentence, Groovy Jimmy. Nobody's playing but you. What do you mean? I already got you federally indicted, Groovy Jimmy. You can look forward to prison. Oh, that's a guarantee. And you'll be another dude in there delusional that nobody puts any money on your books. You won't have any commissary. Now, this is reality. This is your reality because of your actions. But you're real smart, right? But you want to tell me things that I'm doing that aren't true. What are you talking about popsicles for? What? I never asked nobody for nothing, sir. I am a content creator. I need people to donate and pay me for my business. That's what you do with a business. You provide a service. What do you mean? I deserve to get paid. What do you mean? Popsicle money? All my popsicle money came from money I made. I don't get it. Like that's what I'm saying. He admitting he's stalking. They put themselves on federal charges every time they open their mouth. He admitted he's stalking because he heard me say a couple of times, "Yo, I love popsicles out here because it's hot as hell." So what are you saying? You just repeat my words? Oh, I know it's hot, blah, blah, blah. Right. And you can't handle the heat. You ain't from Texas. You over there hiding over there in Katy. Katy ain't Texas, homie. Katy is where the living cost is cheap. You live on Section 8. You're a moocher, bro. You don't even have a job. What are you talking about? Lying, saying you working. Like you're spoiled, bro. Oh man, you're provided for, bro. Everything you're talking about, somebody else did for you. Let me tell you who's struggling, Groovy Jimmy. You have no money. This entire time I've been balling out of control. All these 2 years as Batman, I've balled out of control. It's a bulletproof vest, Groovy Jimmy. What's groovy about you? You're not a Crip, you're not a Hoover. I'm wearing thousands of dollars right here on my chest. Thousands, bro. Look up any bulletproof vest. This is official plate, everything. Every one of them cost about 5 to 10 G's. I got 530 on my wrist right now. I'm sorry, but what? But you wanna say something? See what I'm saying? That's why I came back calm and you just blurting out nonsense. Like everything you said, I proved wrong. I got you upset. That ain't my goal. You upsetting yourself, right? What are you talking about right now for, brother? I'm retired. I'm 35. I'm sorry. You had a lot to say, but none of it exists. I'm not doing well? Huh. Okay. Well, I paid this phone bill, right? So how am I not doing well? It's pretty expensive. I mean, I paid my car lot every month over $100. I mean, I don't understand. Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what? All my stuff is paid for. I'm good. And I'm not mooching and I'm not on Section 8. What do you mean? I'm an owner. I'm a lord. You're a serf. What do you mean? See, they just want to run their mouth. Like, dude, that's your situation. Like, I've honestly never seen anyone struggle more than you, Groovy Jimmy. There's homeless guys. I'm telling you the truth because I've been in and out of shelters. There's homeless guys who got more than all y'all. Than you, there's homeless people that are running circles around you, dude. That's the truth. I'm just keeping it a buck. You can tell yourself what you want. That's what delusional folks do. You could take one look at him and see he out his mind. And what did I tell y'all most of them criminals are? Out they mind. See, they don't just belong in prison. They belong in Arkham Asylum and the psych ward. That's the truth. You got a bunch of clinically insane patients running around. That's what they are. All of them. Yeah, I don't take advice. I don't do what you say. I don't care who you run and talk to and complain and want. I don't answer to them. I don't answer to you. No longer am I answering to people who out of their mind. Never did I. Yeah, we're accepting nothing now. I'm not going to let people who can't even think and aren't in their right mind tell me what to do. Ever. Never have, never will. So again, I mean, you had a lot to say, brother, right? And you got me having to go through some stress for no reason. I take that personally, man. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, brother, you want to know who's begging? You. You're begging with that fake boxing match that you can't get any attention to. The other little homie, right, runs around and tells he's a soldier boy, run and tell him, what is you? Same thing. And you do a bunch of crazy stuff behind the scenes. You do acts of domestic what? You think I don't know? Bro, you on a federal indictment already, Groovy Jimmy. Run and tell that. That boy could never say anything about me. I own you. Next. Anybody open their mouth, I'm addressing you direct. Like I said, you're not even a real Crip. What? None of them are. What are you talking about? That other dude, all of them, bro. They all in a federal indictment. That's what they don't get because you wanted to open your mouth. See, what you should have done is talk to me right in reality. What you should have done is grow up. What you should have done is be very careful about what you're saying. They're trying to act like he's so super young or something. I think he's like 26. He's a grown man, bro. What? When I was 26, people weren't treating me like that. He's a grown man, bro. Like, yeah, I think he's like 26 years old. Like, you ain't even that far behind us. Like, what? That's about, what, a 10-year difference? That's it? 1 decade? Ooh, wow. Such a big deal. Come on, bro. You 26, you grown. You know what I mean? Like, question is, if you 26, how come you ain't got your act together? I'm retired, brother. I paid for everything. I'm good. I've lived my life. I did everything in my life just barely beginning. But you, right? You want to talk, but yet you're mooching and you're 26. Brother, when I was 26, let me get real with you, man. When I was 26, bro, I think that's when I dropped out of college as a multimillionaire. Right around that time, I was already millionaire. That might have been when I was going through all this stuff when they were trying to set me up and target me, and they wanted to take my money, and they left with nothing. And then I took them all head on, and I won. Yeah. So that's a gangster. So when I was 26, I was standing on business, and the actual gangster who had all the money, and I worked for every penny of it. So what can you say about me? This is why if we have an actual debate and you grow up and be mature and have the actual conversation, right? You're going to have a frowny face all day long. That's why they do the things they do, because they know that they can't compete. That's what it's all about. That's what it's been about since day one. You understand? Yeah, it's just the facts. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, bro, you ain't competition. You don't make no money on here. You got a bunch of trolls around you. That was not a wise decision. Oh, and y'all can type whatever you want in the chat, bro. Nobody cares about that, man. They sitting there as soon as I talk, they so pressed and triggered. They want to start typing and pretending they're laughing. People who are laughing aren't typing ha ha ha. These are jokers. These people are sullen faced as hell, and they know I'm winning. He knows, and I told him to check amounts, man. He was phased, bro. That dude hypersensitive as hell. I own you. I got your number, Groovy Jimmy. And you doing everything I want you to do. Use my little puppet. That's what you don't get. He thinks that he's smart. You keep thinking that. What GPA did you have in high school, Groovy Jimmy? I had a 4.2 GPA, top 10 of my class, diploma distinction. You really think that you can compete with me? Let's see it, bro, because that's funny. That nonsense. You could never come close to me, brother. Feel me? Like I said, go make yourself a couple of trillion and then come talk to me, because that's what I really do. Right now, I got deals worked out. I own billion in equity. That means billions, bro. Literally, real talk. That's why, like, you to be talking to me crazy is just insane. Like, I don't even know how to respond because it's just crazy. I mean, you're trying to pretend reality doesn't exist, brother. I can live in these buildings. I have access to buildings worth billions of dollars. You understand? What are you talking about? Y'all have tried to stop everything I do, and you can't, because God is real. Righteousness always prevails. They sent plenty of people at me to target me, and all those people lost horrifically. All my enemies, they all lost horrifically. I don't worry about no enemies. They all lose, and karma and God gets them every single time. You know what I mean? I don't even think about that. It's common sense. Yeah, it is what it is, man. You live in an evil world. There's going to be people who are jealous. There's going to be people who do weird things, pretend and play games. I mean, look at those people. Look what happened to them, though. That's what you need to look into. Look what happened to every single one of them. Anyone who ever went against me at all, even said something slightly wrong, they got instantaneous, the most serious karma ever. Every single one of them. So it's like, Groovy Jimmy, you trying to outrun your karma now, because it is what it is. You're going through God's wrath as we speak. This is what you don't get. This is the truth. I don't have to allude and say fake things like you, brother. I'm just telling you the truth, man. You're dealing with God's wrath right now. Good luck with that. You feel me? You can't run from this. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm just saying the truth. In all of time, in this entire time span, have you ever accomplished anything of any worth? Never. Never, bro. What, you 26? That ain't that young. You're like, yeah, we all young. I'm young. Hell, 35 to 36 is young. But my point is, like, you should have been accomplished everything already. Bro, there's teenagers in the world who are way ahead of you. Okay? A lot of these articles are lies. Like, there's no teenagers that are millionaires. Don't listen to that nonsense. People be making up stories on the news all the time. None of that stuff is real, but I'm just saying there's teenagers who are ahead of you. It's the truth. There's teenagers, bro, that are doing more successful than you. Real talk, that are doing a lot more than you, that actually built some kind of business and have some kind of hustle to them. You know, this is the thing. These folks, they want to brag, but they're talking about a paradigm that doesn't exist. You understand what I'm saying? If people are so successful, why are they joining gangs right and left? I just saw some crazy stuff I can't even talk about on this network on camera, that if I had been there, I would have had a serious problem with it. I would have put a stop to it. Okay, there's people joining gangs right now that have no business being in a gang. Like, no, that's horrible. I've watched literally like it really, really made me uncomfortable, bro. I really didn't like seeing it. And it's just crazy because what I was watching was a dude who was so delusional and ignorant he couldn't even see straight. And I was just like, this dude really think he thugged out. Like, y'all don't get like when I get in these streets, this is what people don't understand, like Ruby Jimmy, because he's way behind the times. He doesn't understand who he's talking to, that I've been a grown man forever and I'm the head honcho in this world. These little wannabe G's, do you understand how soft they really are? Like, it's just like dudes like you. Y'all is soft, dude. Like, I'm just saying, y'all is like Kleenex tissue. So for y'all to be running your mouth, that's all cute and all on social media, on the internet. You know what I mean? You can pretend all you like. Hold on. But at the end of the day, right, let's go over the reality, right? I watched this one dude on a video. He was proud of doing another act of paradise. He was saying something. What did he say? He's like, I'm out here mobbing or something or whatever. I'm out here. And I'm like, dude, if only I was there, man. This is just a totally different guy. This some guy, random dude on social media, did some crazy stuff. Like, it's like, dude, like I can see y'all, I can see that they really, they're distraught. They're not. See, these dudes, they don't get busy. They don't wild out. They throw tantrums. Was wilding out, cousin? That was a tantrum. You feel me? These fools is Kleenex tissue soft in these streets. Not everyone, but I'm saying a lot of folks, yeah. And what they don't get is we testing that. We putting that to the test for real. What I do as Batman is all about seeing what's real and who really, really about something, right? And people, they all resort to the same things. They all start saying illegal statements about what they're gonna do. They all turn to these cowardly things. And what y'all don't get is that stuff don't work on Batman. Nothing is gonna stop Batman. Nothing. It doesn't matter who you go and get, what you run and get. Nothing will stop me. Okay? And Batman is just me. You understand? Just me, and that's it in my hands, right? In a suit that's bulletproof and proof for everything. So it's like they don't get nothing stops me, bro. I'm not doing no talking. Once I get busy, I get busy. Once I'm active in these streets, gotcha, mosquito. Once I'm active in these streets, I'm active in these streets. Once God activates me and releases me, the dog is off the leash with everybody. It's whoever. It's whatever, whatever, whenever, whatever, whoever want to get in my way, whoever want to play every day. This is what I do for a career. So you have to understand, oh, you're going to see that. Well, we're going to have GoPros on me on my front and back. You're going to see dudes that think they tough. You're going to see plenty of them. And what are they all going to find out? What everybody else did my entire life, that rude awakening that you ain't tough as Batman. You ain't messing with me. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big you are. I don't care what you take. I don't care who you got with you. All y'all fools is soft. I'm one man. And I literally know that I can win against anyone in this world, fair or unfair. That's the difference between me and someone like Mike Tyson. Talking about I can win against anyone in a fair. Well, people don't do things fair. You know what I mean? I mean, your career wasn't fair. I mean, you were clearly on something. Why don't we talk about that? You were cheating. You weren't fair. Come on, bro. You could tell the kind of rage he had that came from what he was taking. Come on, bro. You ain't fooling nobody. But at the end of the day, you just gotta understand, like these other dudes, like that dude I saw on that news story on YouTube. Oh goody, man. That oh goody. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait because I take a dude like that, like the one I saw in that video. I take a dude like that. Y'all don't even understand, bro. Like how terrified somebody like that will be when they have to deal with me. When Batman rolls up, and that's what I am. I'm vengeance. Like we don't allow evil. You do something cowardly, you do something evil, Batman shows up. This is the point. And I'm not going to have any jurisdiction. And Christina's going to help me get my license back. I'm going to have a Batmobile, Batpod, motorcycles, everything. So I'm going to be able to get to whoever and whatever I want. And I'll be able to shut whatever I want to in the street down. Hands on, actively. I don't run to people for my problems because I don't have to. I just go and handle it. And then I disappear. That's what y'all don't get. This is what I'm used to doing. You understand? Like, I told people to their face what it is. I go to other states and cities all the time. The first thing I let people know in the street, because it's real, I tell them, bro, I ain't from here. I don't care. We can do whatever, because I ain't from here. That's what people don't get. I'm going to tell you how the real ones move. That's how the real ones move. The real ones, they ain't doing no talking. They don't want things on camera and mics on. We going to do that for ourselves. That's why we can't do it on live stream. Smart one. The real ones, they get busy all day long. You know how many like bouts I've won, especially in the street, bro. I'm over 1,000,000. Y'all, it's hilarious, bro. We stay getting busy. So you just gotta understand who you talking to. You wasn't talking to me. I don't know who you think you talking to, but it ain't me. I'll tell you that right now. It's nonsense. So like I said, I don't let nobody win. At the end of the day, like I said, we gonna do what we gonna do. And man, yeah, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait till God give me all this money and I just get to show up under bridges and fly around cities with wings. Like, I'm gonna figure it out, bro. All you need is a suspension system for the wings. You just need wings that can glide. You understand? Oh, I got somebody jealous on the other app, so they keep trying to add me to a group and call me. Oh, gee. Oh, what will I ever do? Oh, wow, what a deal. Oh, this is what people do, bro. I told you. I told you. It's unbelievable how much jealousy you got in this world. They've added me to that group 3 times now. For what purpose? Because they probably saw the link and oh, they're jealous because they can't do what I do and they listening right now. Good. You feel me? Good. Decline. I'm glad that you're jelly. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk. I'm glad you're jelly. Like I said, that's what they do. Call me over and over again in groups on these apps because somebody got the channel probably and somebody didn't like it. Oh, he can do that. I could never do that. Right. So what do they all turn to? Electronic means. And I'm about to shut all that down because I'm documenting everything. I'm gonna get all the screen names. Like I said, I'm collecting screen names. I'm turning them all into an attorney at some point. I don't care who you are. You mouth off to me on the internet or not, I'm gonna see you in court. And then I'll talk to you and tell you reality to your face because you can't do this talking back stuff. Ain't nobody gonna talk back to me. We don't let people tell us what to do. We tell them what to do. Operate above the feds. Make sure you know who you're talking to. You never know who you might run into, okay? In reality and in these streets and in the world, you need to watch your mouth. Some people really don't play, and I'm one of them. So, like I said again, I can't wait to get active and get busy in these streets. These dudes is super soft. I'm talking soft as hell, soft as a muffin. I just can't wait, man. I can't wait to see the look on dudes who think they tough when they really just distraught. I could see the fear in their eyes. They operating out of fear. They not gangster doing crazy cowardly things. Like what? These fools today is a joke. They don't even know what I'm talking about. This is the new age. The new modern day generation, which y'all gotta understand, they lost. They can't hold a candle to me. I'm old school, bro. They ain't nowhere near my league. Feel me? Or my breed. So it is what it is. Wait, get the money. We're gonna take everything over and keep on bringing it to you head on. All right, y'all keep running. Stay mad. Easy. More money.